Okay, I am here in Toronto for TIFF. Greetings from my hotel room. Once again, like last year, I do apologize for the lighting. I look very, very warm and orange, and I'm sorry, I tried my best. I will say I'm handling this better than I was last year. If you remember, I just kept complaining about how tired and hungry I am, which I still am. But I think I have a better grip on it this year. And when I'm recording, it's only been one day, but I've already met a decent amount of you guys. And I just want to take a second to say how appreciative I am of it. I know I always joke on camera. Let me be serious for 1 second. I appreciate everyone who's come up to me, even if it's just in passing or actually coming up and like shaking my hand or whatever. I appreciate every single one of you. It's still very surreal that people actually care and watch. So even if I looked dead tired, which I probably was, like, I appreciate it all. And for those of you who are here, if you see me, please reach out. Love to have a conversation or whatever if I have time. Moving on from that, I literally just saw The Boy and the Heron just minutes ago, ran to my hotel room. It is the new film from Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. It was what was thought to be his last movie, but I just saw some tweets saying that that's not actually true, so who knows anymore? Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? I've heard both. I've heard Ghibli more. And Studio Ghibli continues to not miss. No, I don't know what Earwig and the Witch is. I simply closed my eyes at that one. Good try though. So I am going to avoid any spoilers or any real semblance of plot for this movie because I know a lot of people are afraid of that. All I'll say is, for those who don't know what this movie is, I'm going to read the one-sentence synopsis on Letterboxd. A boy discovers an abandoned tower in his new town and enters a fantastical world with a talking gray heron. This movie's pretty good. Not Miyazaki's best, but, you know, are we going to keep expecting these, like, very respected, revered filmmakers to keep putting out their best when they're at this age? Like, let's cut some slack a little bit. Now, the thing I love most about Miyazaki's movies, from Spirited Away to My Neighbor Totoro, is the world building. His world building is unlike anyone in the history of film, and I truly mean that. Wholly original, unique, and beautifully crafted worlds in each one of his movies. He don't miss. And it just goes to show how even like American audiences, not that I'm trying to make a point or anything, they just totally accept the world that they're in. Like, oh, there's some ghost thing over there that moans a lot and creeps me out. Great, I'm in. And this movie is no different. And seeing his creations on the big screen, not to be pretentious here, but in a theater, like, come on. Every creature design, every human character, every voice performance comes together to put us in this world that is nothing less than fantastical and whimsical. Scratch that, reverse it. Sorry, I'm I'm just forever Wonka brained right now. And there's actually great depth to the main character. He's just a young kid, and maybe this is where like my own Asian brain kicks in, but I think I was pretty deeply moved by things in this movie that maybe other people wouldn't be. And plus, it certainly doesn't help when just a beautiful score is just playing over the movie, either a very simple piano tone or something much grander and more epic than that. I mean, it's personally one of my favorites of the year so far. And do I even need to bother saying that it's beautifully animated? I really don't think I need to, because it's just assumed. That's like me sitting here and saying, hey, the phone drunk is probably hungry. It's like, yeah, of course I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. What a shitty comparison that was. What the fuck? Now, it's pretty tough to talk about this movie without going heavy into plot or spoilers, and I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is, this movie is a lot. Like how I feel with some of his other movies, it's an incredibly dense movie. It has a lot of themes and things that it's trying to tackle while also being a lot just visually with the world it's going on. I personally felt certain portions of the movie start to drag its feet a little bit, especially when compared to how the movie starts. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I love the ending. Not a bad ending. I like it. But I don't think I love it. The way it was going, I expected something a little more grand than what I got, because at least in my eyes it seemed a little predictable, but hey, maybe that's just me. All in all, this is still another win for Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. It's a beautifully animated film with a lot of heart and certainly a lot on its mind. Not one of his best, but that's a very hard bite to clear. The Boy and the Heron, 4 stars. Now, of course, I know my subscribers, I know they are interested in the Oscars, as am I, but if you're not interested in that, click off this now. I appreciate you for watching. In my personal opinion, I think Across the Spider-Verse has nothing to worry about. I think that is pretty much locked up for an animated feature, even though I do think this will get nominated. Anything outside of animated feature is either a no or a tough maybe. In my opinion, this would be worthy of a score nomination because I think it's beautiful. Do I realistically think it has a chance of getting it? know. Maybe it'll be on the 10. But in my opinion, I think this movie is just an animated feature contender, and I wouldn't pick it to win. I wouldn't have it at number 1. I think Spider-Verse has that one. And that's where it lies. I hope you see it when it comes out. I think it comes out in December, at least for the US. Not sure about anywhere else. But I gotta eat lunch now while I have time. I'll see you in the next one.